Hello everyone, welcome to Tara IAS Think IAS Think Tara, and I welcome you all to third session of Climatology series for Prelims 2025. So before we begin, we'll just go through all the concepts that we have discussed so far. So in our first video, we started with weather and climate, factors affecting weather and climate, differences enti, factors enti. So after that, first factor discuss చేసుకున్నాము, that is temperature. So temperature lo first what is temperature and insolation gurinchi we have discussed, factors affecting insolation. So after this, heat and heat budget, concept of heat budget, heat transport kuda, that is, I hope you remember advection, convection, conduction, yes, and differences between them. Tarvata concept of albedo and vertical distribution of temperature and horizontal distribution of temperature chusam. So horizontal distribution of temperature lo we have seen isotherms. So isotherms pattern ela untundi during January month, how does isotherms shift, and during July month how does they shift anedi kuda we have seen. And later coming with a vertical distribution of temperature, in this we have seen the concept of temperature inversion, and temperature inversion ki kavalsina conditions enti and what are the impacts of temperature inversion, right? And also lapse rate, if you can remember, lapse rate, wet adiabatic lapse rate, dry adiabatic lapse rate, ivanni kuda absolute stability, conditional stability, right? So ivanni kuda we have seen. And next concept, pressure. So pressure, under pressure belt, under pressure మనం first pressure belts చూసాము, how thermally induced pressure belts, dynamically induced pressure belts, right? Equatorial low pressure, subpolar high pressure, subpolar low pressure, ఇవన్నీ కూడా we have seen. తర్వాత winds లో we have discussed primary winds ఉంటాయి, secondary winds and tertiary winds. So primary winds లో trade winds, westerlies, polar easterlies ఇవన్నీ, and secondary winds, what is it? Land and sea breeze, right? And also mountain valley breezes, ivanni we have discussed. In the tertiary winds, we have comprehensively covered each and every wind that is characteristics, direction, anni kuda we have discussed in the map and also its characteristics. So once we are done with this, manam rainfall chusamu, rainfall lo orographic rainfall, conventional rainfall, frontal rainfall, all this. Later manamu global distribution of precipitation kuda we have seen. And what are the few factors of global distribution of precipitation? Leeward side, windward side, right? Continentality effect, and trade winds, offshore winds, onshore winds, ivanni kuda we have discussed. So now we are, in this video we are going to discuss concept of clouds enti and what are its types and what are its characteristics. Idi will just comprehensive in this video will be covering. So let's not wait, we'll begin today's session. So today we'll begin our session by understanding clouds. Okay, so clouds అనేవి ఏంటి అంటే, if you can remember, in the last class we have discussed the concept of humidity. So what is humidity? It is the amount of water vapor present in the air. So మనకి air లో వాటర్ డ్రాప్లెట్స్ ఉంటాయి, and as and when ఈ clouds ఈ air అనేది, if it is going up, what happens? Cooling జరుగుతుంది, and as a result condensation takes place. So when lot minute వాటర్ పార్టికల్స్ అన్నీ వచ్చి కండెన్సేషన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఒక పర్టికులర్ షేప్లా ఫామ్ అయ్యేదాన్ని యూ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ క్లౌడ్స్. సో ఐల్ జస్ట్ రీడ్ ఇట్ అవుట్ ఫర్ యూ. మాస్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ వేపర్, minute water droplets formed by condensation of water vapor in free air is called as clouds, right? So based upon height and density, adi ekkada form avutunnai and what are its density, deeni basis meeda clouds are of 4 types. Okay, the first one is high clouds. So clouds when they are located at the higher elevations, okay, that means 40,000 feet nunchi 20,000 feet when they are located, that is what, so dani high clouds antaru. And what are high clouds? Example, cirrus clouds, right? Next, middle clouds. So middle clouds anevi between 20,000 to 7,000 feet. So these are alto clouds. So e 20,000 into 7,000 feet lo unde clouds ni you call it as alto clouds. And next comes the low clouds below 7,000 feet, ante avi ground ki koncham near ga untunnai. So these are stratus clouds, okay? And clouds which are located very near to ground surface with vertical extent. Ante vertical extent ante, see clouds anevi either like this, it can be like this, ante ఎక్కువ width ఉండొచ్చు, or like this with less width and more height. So clouds with vertical extent ante with more height ante they look like something like cauliflower shape lo untundi, right? So those clouds are cumulus clouds. Example ఏంటి cumulus clouds. So they are heaped clouds. Cauliflower puffy cauliflower shape లో ఉంటుంది, right? So if you can see మన atmosphere లో, so I have given first higher clouds ఏంటి cirro clouds. So cirrus clouds, right? So ఇలా ఉంటాయి cirrus clouds were located at the higher elevations. Next comes the alto clouds. So what I see ikkada manaki chala names unnai, cirro stratus, cirro cumulus. This will discuss, no worries, but just meeku framework raavadaniki I have just given it for you. Okay, so next stratus clouds and further cumulus clouds. Okay, so each of these clouds anevi they inka further types kuda unnai. So cirrus clouds lo what are its types? First cirrus cloud and cirrocumulus, cirrostratus. And alto lo you have two types, altostratus and altocumulus. Stratus lo you have three types, stratus clouds lo. First is stratus clouds, stratocumulus and nimbostratus. And cumulus clouds lo cumulus again and cumulonimbus. So if you can see ikkada two clouds దగ్గర I have written rain carrying clouds అని, అంటే nimbostratus and cumulonimbus, these both clouds are rain carrying, అంటే they give us rains, right? So in order to remember easy-గా మనకి what we'll do, we will just decode the suffixes and prefix. So stratus అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి, alto అంటే what is its meaning, what is the meaning of cumulus, if we can understand nimbostratus, cumulonimbus, ఇలాంటి సో ఇలాంటి టర్మినాలజీ మనకి ఎగ్జామ్స్లో వచ్చినప్పుడు విల్ బీ ఏబుల్ టు ఈజీలీ డీకోడ్ ఇట్ కదా. సో ఫస్ట్ వాట్ విల్ డూ, see here, first higher clouds అనేవి cirrostratus, alto clouds, stratus clouds and cumulus clouds, right? ఇక్కడ వరకు ఐ హోప్ యూ ఆల్ ఆర్ క్లియర్ విత్. సో నౌ స్ట్రేటస్ అనేది ఏంటి అంటే, వాట్ డస్ ద వర్డ్ స్ట్రేటస్ మీన్? It is a flat smooth cloud. Okay, stratus అనేది it will be like somewhere like this, flat like this. Okay, whereas cumulus, so indaka kuda we have discussed, cumulus anedi they are vertically extended clouds, ante they will be like cauliflower or puffy shape like this. Okay, these are cumulus clouds. Cirrus anevi they are just sheet, like normal sheet type lo untai. Cirrus clouds anevi they are less dense kabatti just sheets la untundi. And next alto anedi they are medium clouds. Next nimbus anedi they are rain bearing clouds. So again okkasari we'll understand the shapes by looking at this picture, right? So cirrus clouds chudandi, how are they? Just normal flat layer type clouds. Okay, like this layer type clouds, right? Alto anedi kuda they are just medium clouds. So దీనికి exclusive గా specific characteristic అంటూ ఏం లేదు. నెక్స్ట్ స్ట్రేటస్ క్లౌడ్స్ అనేవి కూడా దే విల్ బి లైక్ షీట్ టైప్లో. ఓకే, విడ్త్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది ఫర్ స్ట్రేటస్ క్లౌడ్స్ అండ్ క్యూములస్ క్లౌడ్స్ వర్టికల్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? సో నౌ విల్ జస్ట్ బిగిన్. So first we'll begin with by understanding cirrus clouds. So cirrus clouds, as we have already discussed, identi high clouds, high altitude clouds. So high altitude detached clouds. So ivi ela untunnai, they are like feathery. So if you can remember, elaga feathery appearances like this, layered feathery appearances untai. So fibrous chain or feathery appearances. So these are very thin, okay? And cirrus clouds anevi they will not cause rainfall. Okay, rain bearing clouds aithe kaadu. So cirrus clouds anevi they are of two types అని we have seen kada. So first one is cirrocumulus and cirrostratus. So cirrocumulus ante, so if you can see cumulus అనేది what it is, puffy shape ఉంటుంది. So అందుకే, so that is the reason understanding prefix or suffix is very important. Understanding the word, decoding the word is important. So cumulus అనేవి puffy shape ఉంటుంది, right? So now let's see, these are white colored clouds having patches of small white globules like structure. Okay, ఇప్పుడు stratus, so ఇక్కడ it is cirro plus cumulus. So cumulus will be puffy shape and cirrus అనేవి thin delicate layer type ఉంటుంది, right? So cirrocumulus అనేవి they will be like this somewhere, so globular shape లో ఉంటుంది. Okay, so wait, I'll show it for you. So this is the shape of cirrocumulus. చూస్తే see, cumulus puffy shape ఉంటుంది and cirrus అనేది thin layer like clouds. Okay, so I hope this is clear, right? Next comes the cirrostratus clouds. So basically these are again white in color and cirro plus stratus right? Stratus అనేవి షీట్ స్ట్రక్చర్లో ఉంటుంది, right? So if you can see with smooth appearances, so they are in sky like milky thin sheets, okay? So sheet structure, sheets షేప్లో, ఫ్లేకీ షీట్స్ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది. And these are transparent clouds, and as a result they create halo around sun and moon. అంటే cirrostratus అనేవి they create like this halo shape around sun and moon. I'll show it for you. So east cirrostratus అనేవి they indicate onset of monsoon, right? So next clouds comes the middle clouds, that is altocumulus altostratus clouds. ఇవి ఎక్కడ located అయి ఉన్నాయి? Between 20,000 feet to 6,000 feet, okay? So altocumulus clouds అనేవి, సారీ alto clouds అనేవి they are altocumulus altostratus ఉంటాయి కదా. సో ఫస్ట్ altocumulus అనేది సి దే ఆర్ అగైన్ వైట్ వేవీ ఆర్ గ్లోబ్లో. సో ఫస్ట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ మీరు ఈజీగా క్లౌడ్స్ టైప్స్ రిమెంబర్ గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ వాట్ యుల్ డూ, వర్డ్ని బ్రేక్ డౌన్ చేయండి, ఓకే? ఆల్టో ప్లస్ క్యూములస్, రైట్? సో క్యూములస్ అంటే పఫీ షేప్, సో గ్లోబ్యులర్ ఫామ్. సో ఇవేంటి బంపీ క్లౌడ్స్, సో దే లుక్ లైక్ దిస్ సేమ్, ఓకే? So these are bumpy clouds type lo untundi. So that is the reason we call it as sheep clouds. Very important, okay? So presence of these alto clouds eppadaithe weather lo untayo it indicates fine weather conditions, okay? Next comes the altostratus. So altostratus anedi again we'll do word breakdown. Alto plus stratus. So stratus clouds anevi what are its characteristics ela untayi avi? They are basically sheets type lo. So these are thin sheets of gray or blue clouds, okay? I'll show it in the picture for you, but for now see, these are thin sheets, visualize cheskondi. These are thin sheets of gray or blue clouds, right? And these are lighter in color than nimbostratus and darker than cirrostratus. So nimbostratus and cirrostratus anedi enti anadi we have not discussed yet. Yes, we have discussed cirrostratus, but nimbostratus చూద్దాము. సో జస్ట్ రిమెంబర్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ థింగ్. ఏంటి అంటే దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఆల్టోస్ట్రేటస్ అనేది దే ఆర్ లైటర్ ఇన్ కలర్ దాన్ nimbostratus బట్ డార్కర్ దాన్ cirrostratus, ఓకే? సో ఫర్ నౌ ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాం మనం, ఆల్టోక్యుములస్ అండ్ ఆల్టోస్ట్రేటస్ని విల్ సీ ఇట్ ఇన్ పిక్చర్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ సీ దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్టోస్ట్రేటస్ క్లౌడ్స్, రైట్? ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? సో దీస్ ఆర్ లైక్ స్ట్రేటస్ షీట్ టైప్, yes, and altocumulus bumpy clouds. So that is why you call it as sheep clouds, okay? So you might get a question which of the following are known as sheep clouds. So make sure you remember this, right? So this is all about middle clouds. Now we'll move on to low clouds. So low clouds anevi enti? Mainly stratus. So stratus clouds anevi they are of three types: stratus clouds, stratocumulus and nimbostratus, okay? So first stratus clouds అనేవి దీని క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఏంటి? జనరల్గా వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్ షీట్ టైప్లో ఉంటాయి. సో డెన్స్ లో లయింగ్ ఫాగ్ లైక్ క్లౌడ్స్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ క్లోజర్ టు ది గ్రౌండ్ సర్ఫేస్ బిలో 7,000 feet, అంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ నియర్ టు గ్రౌండ్ సర్ఫేస్ నియర్గా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ దే బ్రింగ్ డల్ వెదర్, అంటే ఈ presence of stratus clouds will reduce visibility in the atmosphere, right? సో స్ట్రేటస్ క్లౌడ్స్లో అగైన్ స్ట్రేటోక్యుములస్ క్లౌడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, nimbostratus క్లౌడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో స్ట్రేటో అగైన్ వర్డ్ బ్రేక్ డౌన్, స్ట్రేటో ప్లస్ క్యూములస్, రైట్? సో స్ట్రేటో ప్లస్ క్యూములస్ అంటే గ్లోబియో మాసెస్ ఆర్ బంపీ క్లౌడ్స్, రైట్? సో దే కవర్ ఎంటైర్ స్కై. సో ఇవి ఎప్పుడు ఉంటాయంటే డ్యూరింగ్ వింటర్ సీజన్స్ రెయిన్ఫాల్ అప్పుడు యూ కెన్ సీ దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రేటోక్యుములస్ క్లౌడ్స్, ఓకే? హవెవర్ బట్ దే ఆర్ నాట్ రెయిన్ బేరింగ్ క్లౌడ్స్, ఓకే? So next comes the nimbostratus clouds. So nimbostratus clouds అనేవి they are low clouds. So these are rain bearing clouds, okay? Make sure you remember this. And also word breakdown cheste it is nimbo plus stratus, isn't it? So nimbo plus stratus clouds అనేవి yes sheet like structures ఉంటుంది, and these are rain carrying winds. So presence of nimbostratus clouds in weather indicates the predictions of rain. So precipitation అనేది it will start soon. So these stratus cumulus nimbostratus అనేవి you'll see in the picture now, right? So stratus, stratocumulus and nimbostratus. So stratus clouds again flat sheet type structures, stratocumulus anedi bumpy clouds, and next comes the nimbostratus. So nimbostratus anedi rain making clouds antam. Okay, so I hope you're also perfect with low clouds, stratus clouds, stratocumulus and nimbostratus. Ivi kuda meeku ardham anukuntunanu, right? We'll move on, and that is the final one, clouds with vertical extent, right? So these are what? Cumulus clouds. So in the low cumulus clouds anedi, they are of two types, cumulus clouds and cumulonimbus clouds. So cumulus clouds anevi, these are dome. So again, dome shaped globular masses with flat base. So like this. So these are cumulus clouds. Basically they are cauliflower in shape. Yes. Okay. So ikkada what happens with the presence of cumulus currents ante, it indicates that uprising convectional currents. Ante basically convection is happening and there is a possibility of precipitation, rainfall soon. Okay, so this is the thing of cumulus clouds. Next vachesi it is cumulonimbus clouds. So again, word breakdown, cumulo plus nimbus, right? So these are most violent clouds. Okay, so presence of cumulonimbus clouds in the atmosphere, it gives us thunderstorm, heavy rainfall ఉంటుంది ఫస్ట్ థింగ్. తర్వాత థండర్ స్టార్మ్స్, లైటనింగ్, drizzles, hailstorm, ఇవన్నీ ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో దీస్ ఆర్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ వైలెంట్ క్లౌడ్స్. సో ఎప్పుడైతే క్యూములోనింబస్ క్లౌడ్స్ అట్మాస్ఫియర్లో ఉంటాయో, it gives us very high intense rainfall. Okay, and these will be of anvil shape. Idi meeku prelims ki important, right? So anvil shape ante like this, somewhere like this. I'll show you in the picture again. So anvil shape anedi, it looks somewhere like this, right? And these are very dense. So if you can see, cumulus clouds, cauliflower in shape, and this is cumulonimbus. So cloud anedi, it is being like this, ante like this, E shape lo untundi, and that is what you call it as anvil shape. So E clouds present, cumulonimbus clouds eppudaithe atmosphere lo untayo, it indicates, it gives us high rainfall, highest precipitation untundi, thunderstorms, hailstorms, iyanni chances kuda high untayi. So these cumulus nimbus clouds anevi, these are denser. Okay, and also these will be present only at కొంచెం ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఏరియాలో మాత్రమే it will gives us rains and all. Okay, so I hope this is clear for you all. So this is all about cumulus. So finally we'll see the differences between stratus clouds ki cumulus clouds ki differences ento chuddam. So stratus clouds anevi, if you can see word breakdown cheste, stratus clouds anevi, they are layer wise arrangement of clouds. Yes. Okay, and cumulus clouds anevi, they are cauliflower like structure, puffy bumpy clouds. Okay, so vertical ga dani height ekku untundi. So remember, this is very important for your prelims. So cumulus ki height anedi width kana it will be higher, whereas for stratus clouds width will be more higher than height. Okay, so this is the second point, less height more width. Ikkada very more height and less width. So stratus clouds anevi less intense, so these are not rain bearing, so anta maniki heavy rainfall precipitation ivanni it will not give us, whereas cumulus clouds anevi, they are convection. So during cumulus clouds presence of this convection happens, so it gives us thundering and rainfall, right? So whole final ga we'll just quickly brainstorm. So cirrus clouds anevi, they are the higher clouds. So just a minute, yeah. So cirrus clouds anevi, they are the higher clouds. So indulo cirrocumulus, cirrostratus untundi. So cirrocumulus anevi, so eppudaina whenever if you want to remember ee type of clouds anni easy ga gurtu pettukovali ante word breakdown. Cirro plus cumulus, puffy like structures, cirrostratus sheet untundi, sheet like untundi, right? And next alto lo two types unnai, altostratus and altocumulus. Next we have discussed stratus. So stratus lo nimbostratus and cumulus lo cumulonimbus are the rain carrying clouds. So out of all this anvil shape దేనికి ఉంటుంది అంటే it is for cumulonimbus clouds, right? So ప్రతి ఒక్క క్లౌడ్కి మేక్ షూర్ యూ రిమెంబర్ ఎనీ స్పెసిఫిక్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఉన్నాయా అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ఇట్స్ షేప్ ఏంటి. సో ఇఫ్ యూ రిమెంబర్ ఆల్ దిస్, మీకు యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిలిమ్స్లో యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ Chalo, you need not go into more depth. Okay. So yeah, this is it. So this is all today's session about clouds, and I hope you enjoyed it. If at all you did, please do subscribe to Tara IAS YouTube channel and do hit the like button over there. We assure you will be coming with lot many interesting and quality content for your prelims 2025. And before we wind up, so make sure you solve all the PYQs related to these concepts that we are discussing in the classes. So keep working on, and I wish you all the very best for your prelims 2025. Thank you.